into How to Get Noticed. Today on How to Get Noticed, I'm giving you tips on how to be yourself. Because to be honest, being your authentic self is the best way to get noticed. True story. The basis of this series that you guys have been watching from month to month is to give you little tweaks in fashion and beauty that make big impact. But I wanted to give you guys tips on just how to be yourself. There's no materialism. You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to do anything. Just tips on how to be the best you can be, and maybe take you a little outside of your comfort zone. This is also the last How to Get Noticed video because starting in May, I'm starting new series programming. The two new series I have are once a month, it's going to be Wife Life. I called it Wife Life because I'm a wife and this is my life, and you will like this series if you're not a wife. I just called it that because it rhymed. I'm going to be talking about topics that are maybe taboo, some current events, and maybe just some things that I'm feeling like talking about. Oh, and of course, I will take your suggestions as well. And then also in May, every other Friday, I'm doing a Summer Friday series, which is basically a video with 3 different summer outfit inspirations that I will be wearing every other week because you guys have loved Casual Fridays, so now it's Summer Fridays. You know, it's all seasonal over here. And before we get on into the objective of this video, please, if you haven't already, subscribe right here for more videos every week and to see my new series. Also, if you haven't followed me on Instagram, what is going on, people? I shoot new outfit images and my life images and all kinds of random things, and I upload them onto Instagram on the daily. So if you haven't gone there, right here. And with that being said, let's be ourselves and get noticed. My number one tip on how to be yourself is by dancing whenever the moment calls for it. Just stop thinking twice about it and cut loose. People naturally gravitate towards the person who's having the most fun at a party or event or anywhere for that matter. And that's not to be confused by the most drunkest person at the party, because we all know that person who's really drunk and like dancing weird and then, I'm not talking about that. But whenever you have a moment to dance, just do it. It releases endorphins, you can let it go and cut loose, and don't take yourself too seriously, and don't worry about what other people think, because honestly, who cares? I mean, really, do all those people have any real influence on your life? And you know what? If they are making fun of you, it's probably because they're jealous and they wish they were able to cut loose, but they're too busy worrying about what other people think to cut loose. My next tip involves posting on social media. It seems that everyone is living their world on a mini stage depending on how much they post on social media. We put things out there to share, but also for people to validate. Now, me personally, I have to be very strict and discerning with what I put out on social media because it is my business. But if it is not your business, I encourage you to stop overthinking your posts. Obviously, you should overthink if you're doing something suggestive or, maybe your boobs hanging out or whatever. But I find that people obsess about photos. It's like no one is looking into it as much as you are. And if you're in the moment and there's a photo, or let's say your friends are taking photos and they want to post and you're that girl who's like, no, I hate that photo. Oh, don't. Just get over it. And I know this sounds crazy because I post on social media, but I'm telling you, in my personal life, whatever. I mean, my friend posted a photo last week and I kind of looked a little drunk in the photo, and I wasn't, but I'm like, oh, whatever, it's fine. So that's what I'm saying. Send it and end it, because no one is looking into that and critiquing that photo as much as you are. Another tip I have is to flatter your favorite asset, and don't tell me like, I don't know what my favorite body part is. Like, come on, you got something. Don't even be that person who is so critical you don't have one thing you like about your figure. So figure out what that is and flaunt it. It's an instant boost of confidence. For me, I like my legs. I got my legs from my mom. Shout out to my mom. Barb. Oh, it's Mother's Day this weekend. Hi, Mom. Happy Mother's Day. For me, it's my legs. I lotion them up and I like to flaunt them. I feel good, and that's just kind of like my figure area that I feel confident with. So think about it, flaunt it, feel good, get noticed. And if you don't get noticed, who cares? I mean, you're doing this for you. Another tip I have is to help someone without getting something in return. Selfless acts of kindness are the most fulfilling things that get you feeling all the feels. It just gets you right into your core and makes you feel good. And you hope, whether people say it or not, that they are noticing you giving up your time or your kindness, or maybe it's a donation or something. It will be well received whether you hear it or not. But in your heart and in your gut, that is what is gonna make you feel the best. For me, I was giving up my time at the local children's and women's shelter downtown Los Angeles, and I need to find something new because I found it to be just such a fulfilling experience and just a wonderful experience, and I have to delve into that a little more and see what my next charitable act will be. This could even be helping out a friend without getting something in return, a colleague. Just don't be that person that does something for someone and then holds it over their head. Or, let's say you do something for someone and then they receive success from it and you're like, yeah, thanks to all my help. Like, don't be that person. This has happened to me before, and I will not say any names. But if you're going to do something for somebody, let them thank you and then move on. Don't try and receive accolades down the line or run around town saying, oh, it's because of me, like blah, blah, blah. Like, get over yourself. Give graciously from your heart without expecting anything in return. If any of these tips resonated with you, please leave me your comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts. I thought this was a great way to kind of close out this How to Get Noticed series, because the best way to get noticed, like I said, is to be who you authentically are to the core. So I encourage you all to do just that and to try out some of my tips. Please make sure you let me know if you tried out my tips, and also share it with me on Instagram. I would love to hear you over on that platform. And if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe right here, because you don't want to miss Wife, Life, and Summer Fridays happening next month. And I will see you all next week. Bye, everyone. Be yourself.